Seeds of Wisdom RV and Economics Updates Friday morning, November 28, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Good morning Dinar Recaps. CME outage jolts global markets as November ends on a fragile upswing. Dinar investment tips. Global equities steady, but a rare futures market shutdown exposes deep structural risks. Overview. Global stocks ended November on firmer footing, supported by expectations of a potential Federal Reserve rate cut. A massive CME Group outage froze trading in major futures, including equities, FX, commodities, and treasuries, revealing vulnerabilities in core market infrastructure. Investors pivoted into safe haven positioning, with volatility elevated as traders reassessed risk across sectors. Key developments. CME Group halted trading after a cooling system failure at its Illinois data center, affecting futures tied to the S&P 500, crude oil, gold, the dollar, and U.S. Treasuries. Asian equities rose modestly, ending a difficult month in recovery mode, as global risk appetite improved on softer U.S. inflation readings and rising expectations for policy easing. Derivatives, hedging flows, and overnight price discovery were disrupted, prompting fund managers to revise exposure strategies ahead of December positioning. Why it matters. The CME shutdown struck at the core of global price-setting mechanisms. Futures are the backbone of institutional hedging, and a halt across asset classes disrupts liquidity, risk management, and capital flows. Combined with shifting expectations around U.S. monetary policy, this event underscores the fragility of market infrastructure during a period already marked by geopolitical and financial uncertainty. Implications for the global reset. Pillar. Market stability and systemic resilience. The outage highlights structural weaknesses inside global trading architecture. As markets move toward multipolar finance, reliance on a small number of U.S.-centric exchanges exposes nations to operational risks they cannot control. Pillar. Transition to alternative mechanisms. As volatility rises, sovereigns and institutions may accelerate diversification of hedging tools and settlement venues, opening the door to regional or BRICS-aligned platforms designed to reduce dependency on Western infrastructure. Metals steady as oil faces fourth monthly decline amid global market disruptions. Overview. Gold held firm as traders sought safety during a rare outage on CME Group's futures exchange. Oil remains under pressure, with Brent stabilizing but WTI facing technical disruption and oversupply concerns. Commodity markets brace for volatility, as geopolitical risk and infrastructure fragility reshape demand expectations. Key developments. Gold saw renewed support as the CME outage froze futures trading, disrupting normal price discovery and hedging behavior. Brent crude held steady despite weakened demand forecasts, while WTI crude was directly affected by halted trading, adding uncertainty to month-end positioning. Oversupply concerns, combined with energy sector uncertainty tied to Russia-Ukraine negotiations and OPEC deliberations, weighed heavily on crude's fourth straight monthly decline. Why it matters. The metals and commodities complex is moving into December with heightened instability. Gold's resilience underscores global investor anxiety, while oil's persistent weakness signals structural demand concerns. With commodity markets directly tied to geopolitical risk and macro liquidity conditions, these shifts highlight how fragile global supply and pricing systems have become. Implications for the global reset. Pillar. Strategic resource revaluation. As energy volatility persists, nations looking to insure against shocks may accelerate diversification into gold and critical metals, reinforcing the long-term trend toward non-dollar stores of value. Pillar. Energy market realignment. Continued pressure on crude oil prices, in tandem with supply uncertainties, strengthens the incentive for countries to reconfigure trade routes. Storage strategies and currency-based settlement frameworks within emerging blocs. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com